One of the strangest outcomes of the Donald Trump victory has been the left's completely unhinged attacks on the very voters they have been courting and relying on for years, right? So whether you're Latino, whether you're a woman, whether you're Muslim, Jewish, it doesn't matter. They're going to come after you for being a racist, sexist, bigot, homophobe because you didn't vote for the first minority woman DEI president. It had nothing to do with economics or world peace or the border or any of that, right? It was you just being a bigot, okay? But of course, what we're going to see today is the Young Turks, surprisingly enough, pointing this out, and I may actually agree with them. So before we get to these clips, please like and comment so we can break through the algorithms. Here we go.
Latinos in Texas, a district that's 97% Latino, went 75 percentage points for Donald Trump. Why?
Misogyny.
It's on the border.
It's
the border crisis is on their doorstep. And they were begging people to care about it for years. We need to take some less.
That's what that was.
And I will dare to say that is the Latino man who wouldn't want a woman president. I mean, you and I had this discussion before, and I have audios from the Latino men who were calling my show telling me that they wouldn't vote for her just because she was a woman. And that is unfortunately, but that's part of the Latino culture, right? Where the Latino, the man is the one, the provider, and we're the boss. And we still unfortunately have a lot of Latinos with that mentality where the woman belongs in the kitchen. That is a reality of the Latino male chauvinist culture. And I think that's exactly what happened.
Martinez has no idea what he's talking about. Some inconvenient facts for him. For instance, the fact that in 2016, Hillary Clinton won Latino men by a 31-point margin.
Game over already, but wait till you see more.
And if you think it's mainly because of racism, that also doesn't quite jive with the fact that Latinos voted for Barack Obama over Mitt Romney, 71% to Romney's 27%. What are we doing, Democrats? Like, what are you? They're gone, Cenk. They're gone. Like, unable, unwilling to ever do even a little bit of self-reflection.
No, but I hear what they're saying. The Latino, Mexican culture in particular, so machismo. They never vote for a woman. That's why Mexico currently has a woman president.
Weird.
Oops.
Weird.
Oops.
Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly don't believe that the Young Turks are making a good, salient point backed up by facts and data. Yes, Hispanics voted for Hillary Clinton over Donald Trump. They voted for Obama over Mitt Romney. And yet somehow only now do they not want to vote for a minority woman, right? It doesn't make any sense. And as Cenk points out there at the very end, yeah, there is a woman who is now president of Mexico. So those arguments are completely out the window in terms of the macho machismo for the Latino men. And Sunny Hostin, who in that clip I highlighted a few days ago, by the way, comes out and said, oh, it's got to be the misogyny. No, it was the wide open border allowing in gang members and murderers and rapists, okay? That was the issue. Nobody wants that in their communities, right? Whether you're white or black or Hispanic or Asian, none of us want it. We are done. So the Democrats, of course, are refusing to learn. They're refusing to understand that it was the economy. It was the state of America. It was craziness around the world that drove people to Donald Trump in droves. And all of that, of course, is a reflection of the horrible leftist, woke, socialist, communist agenda that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris represented and tried to bring into this country.
But go ahead, blame your own voters, you morons. So now you're going to blame not the person who ran the campaign. By the way, why don't they do that? Because Sunny Hostin and almost everybody on TV is great personal friends with Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and all those guys. So it can't possibly be beloved Kamala Harris's fault. That's why yesterday we showed you clips of these same people saying that Kamala Harris ran a flawless campaign.
Flawless. Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah was on her side. And normally Queen Latifah doesn't endorse people. Nevertheless, they ran this perfect campaign. I mean, she happened to lose. But other than that, she got Queen Latifah. So now these morons are saying, well, I got a great idea for the next election. Why don't we punch our own voters in the face and smear them so they'll hate us even more, okay? Yeah. Because that'll probably help us in the next election.
I think that might be a better strategy than Kamala Harris's brilliant strategy of running with a neocon like Liz Cheney. Let's see how it works out. It's just, yeah, look, I get it. I get that it's difficult to do self-reflection. I get that it's difficult to own up to mistakes, misjudgments. I totally get that. With that said, no one is entitled to a damn thing. Okay, no Democratic candidate is entitled to a damn thing. Even if the other guy is Satan himself, okay, the Democrat has to earn votes. And the fact that they feel so entitled, I mean, they feel so entitled that after losing the election, they're just lashing out at the electorate. That's all they've been doing. That is literally all I've seen from the Democratic Party. It's crazy.
That has been my message all week long. The Democrats are not doing an ounce of self-reflection. They're not trying to figure out that, oh, maybe we've gone way too far left. Maybe placing illegal immigrants and transgender issues and foreign wars above everything else in this country wasn't a good idea, okay? Maybe you just have to think about that for a little bit, just a smidge, okay? Instead of going after your own voters, all right? This is truly hilarious, and I hope the Democrats do not learn from this. I hope they keep up these attacks, because by all means, we could always use more conservative Latinos on the Republican side. We want to have that broad coalition of people that love this country and support it.
By the way, look, I've said it on this show. I'm about to go and say it on other shows. Here's who I blame for the loss: Kamala Harris. Isn't that weird that almost no one on TV is saying that? Like literally saying the words out loud, Kamala Harris is at fault. You know why? Everyone on TV is craving access to the powerful, or is personal friends with her, or are such elites they think the idea of criticizing the actual candidate is unthinkable. Unthinkable. She's so important. She's a celebrity. She's famous. She's powerful. You can't just, that sounds outrageous to blame Kamala Harris. That's offensive. But blaming all Latino men, not offensive. Interesting.
Now,
and remember, by the way, the Republicans are the racists.
I know it's now others, including political science professor Geronimo Cortina, who has a fun name, I love it, do have a different and, in my opinion, obvious theory. He says that Latinos are saying, I don't care what Trump says. I want to be able to pay the bills.
Ding, 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 ding. We finally have a winner.
I want to be able to send my kid to college. I want to pay the mortgage to afford a new car.
Oh, it turns out they're human and are just like everyone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, this is kind of weird. Is it just me, or is Cenk being uncharacteristically reasonable right now? All right, yes, Kamala Harris was, in fact, a horrible candidate, and it's her fault that she lost. She didn't come out and do interviews for months. She wouldn't expound on her position. She had the same memorized talking points over and over and over again, and she had that laugh, and no amount of hope and joy can remove that from people's minds, okay? But yes, what is being glommed onto here? Guess what? Cenk points it out perfectly. Latino Americans, Asian Americans, Muslim Americans, we all want the same thing: affordability and a good life, because we're all human. Of course, we can disagree on the particulars, but that is the basic fundamental idea. And also, I love how he points out, yeah, the Republicans are supposed to be the racist ones, but of course the Democrats are the ones right there attacking an entire race and gender at this point, okay? So which side is full of hate and loathing? Oh, I don't know. Not ours right now. We're full of joy and happiness and hope for the future, because we've got Donald J. Trump as president. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and stay safe out there, people, because they're coming after you.